Hello people, it's that time again. Welcome along. There we go. So, going to the skates movies and then we crack on with things. And so, welcome along everyone to my live stream. Welcome to my channel. I'm Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? I hope everyone's doing good and I hope everyone's well. So, let's get straight to it then. So, for tonight's menu, on my Tuesday evening services, I'm going to be throwing down the Open lobby in any moment, as we're just about to do some GR4 Open lobby sprint racing. So, the format is obviously bit of practice. Please decide to do a quali lap if you wish, and then we'll crack on with some sprint racing action. I hope everyone's doing good for this evening, or wherever you are, whatever you're up to. So, we go again. It's certainly flown, hasn't it, this month, because we just reached the end of September, and then tomorrow is October, which is another month to take on whatever the climate has to offer. So we're going to be kick-starting off the evening at Dragon Trail. So, 5-lap sprint race, of course. POP is on. You can change the brake bands to how you like it. So, without further ado, let's crack on with it. So, the lobby's open. Right. So I'm going to choose the Porsche for this one, of course. Obviously, just need to put on the set of racing softs, which I haven't got them, because for those who do not have the racing softs, you can just literally buy it from the, may as well just buy the mediums and buy the racing softs, so you can directly buy the tyres from the race shop whilst in the lobby. Lobby's glitch. Welcome along, Tyre. Welcome along, Tyler. Hope you're well. No issues from my side. I don't know if it's just please tell me that it's unless if it might be your net type. But I mean, I've checked the connection, and I've got no issues from my side. But stuck on loading screen. Okay, no worries. Yes, it's timed out. So we'll give it a couple of minutes and then see what happens. And if any reason that anybody can't join in because of a lobby glitch, then we'll just make a no run and see what happens. Don't want that to happen whilst get on with other things. And so I'll give it 1 minute. I think it's doing it for everyone. Yeah. Well, that's a shame, really, because everybody just wants to come in and chill out and do their thing, and then all of a sudden that you just have this lobby glitch that just keeps on giving, not giving anybody a chance to have some downtime and whatnot. So, but what can you do? There's not a lot we can do, is there? But other than that, let me see if I can close the lobby and then see what's going off, because this is just completely out of my control. I do see some lobbies that are open, so I don't know. So it's set to public, and I got to that maximum people 16 in a lobby. So just can't understand why that. Having been told that there's a lobby glitch here, which is happening there to very much everyone, but then not really a case on some people's lobbies. So we've got somebody joining in somehow. And the Tyler man's in. Welcome along, Tyler man. So that's that issue over dealt with. We've got another person joining in too. Whoever that might be. Ronaldo's in. Welcome along, Ronaldo. Hope you're well, buddy. So it's just an easy fix, easy said than done. Having just looked at what was going off with other lobbies, and then all of a sudden that you just simply will just close the lobby and open it back up, and then yeah, that sorts it out. We've got a lobby filling up nicely as well, so we have got some new people in as well. So let's go and welcome them into the into there. Time to bring out the car with the memories, and that of course is the Genesis, which was used in season 4 of GB's British Touring Car Championship. So more and more people, the lobby's filling up nicely somehow after a bit of an issue, to start off with, but we're properly up and running. So race starting, and we'll give it 6 minutes. Feel free to do a fast lap. If you wish to do a qualifying lap. So that I'm going to crack on with that. So I'm in the Porsche for this race, and then we'll see how that goes. I know the car that almost became world champion, and yeah, I enjoyed driving that car, regardless on the outcome of the championship. So we've got Silly Worming, Zturbo, welcome along. I think we have a full lobby. Welcome along. That didn't take long at all. Because it's just the nature of the track and whatnot, which is what a lot of people are more familiar with, featuring the chicane of death. So who could survive the chicane of death for this one? And whoever wins the race gets to choose a track, unless they haven't have a certain track in mind that could please them to pass it to somebody else. Entirely up to you. So this car, obviously, I've not even used it as much. However, it is a car, apparently. Well, it's the car that is talked about. Well, obviously, this is the car that Max Verstappen drove in the GT4 category at the Nürburgring when he went on to get a permit to be eligible to race in the GT3 car, where he has his racing team in the competing in the GT series, obviously, and then 2 weeks later, and a week after he won the race, then obviously he went on to race at the Nordschleife and win it along with his teammate who came from iRacing. So I mean, not many multiple-time world champions who can take on the challenge in a totally different discipline to Formula One. So. But if there's only one person who can whoop Max at the Nordschleife fair and square, then it's got to be me. Because I've been literally getting into a habit of, getting some fast laps in around the Nordschleife in some of the road cars, and as well as that. So this is just making me a bit hungry. Unless when we get to the spec-free update, as we have our friend Elton Hankinson, who's just joined in. Let's say hello to him after I've done this quali lap. So another 2 minutes. Just need to set a lap and then therefore have a look of who got out on track. Say hello to Elton as well, who is in this lobby and all. So let's say hello to our friend Elton. And we'll have a look at who we got out on the track. So we've got Vulcan in the Audi, Tyler Mann in the Hyundai Genesis, in Matt Neal's 1999 Nissan Primera British Touring Car Championship livery, and then we've got Ruiz in the Nismo GTR, Magic Racer in the Nismo GTR, Gash Rob in the Toyota Supra. We've got Kate Tweaked in the Lamborghini, Bernaz in the Toyota Supra, Dom Doom Games in the Ferrari, Cityworm in the just need to spare a moment to say hello to people. Please be civil and respectful to other racers and have fun. Okay, so this is just an open lobby, and we've got Elton Atkinson in the Repsol Porsche, and there's Tux Pigu. Oh, just getting it all wrong at the death chicane there. So we have witnessed the first casualty there at the chicane of death. So the Scott on top in the M&M's Nissan Silvia, JTX in the Toyota, myself, Leonardo, Falcon, Doom Games. So, and there's 16 out of 16. We're just about to start the race. Race starting soon. Have a good race. Best of luck. And let's have a clean race. And before we get going, and grid start with 4-star check is on. If you accidentally hit somebody and if you feel it's your fault, just pull over to one side and give the place back to where you can and where it's safe to do so. Take your time. Just don't rush it. Just take your time to pull over to one side where it's safe to do so and give the place back. Failing to apply that principle will just be a simple booting. So, without further ado, let's get this first race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. So, please use to use your handbrake or foot brake at the standing start. So we've got Ronaldo in the front row. Oh! Good launch. Seems like everybody's got through okay. Ronaldo using all the track with the extra curb and all, and cutting the grass as he meant to. So who's going to survive through the chicane of death? That is a $1 million question. I think Tyler's had a moment there. I could be wrong. Just doing my best to try and keep up with Ronaldo, because he's just he got off to a good start. So Ronaldo's leading, myself in second, Tyler Man in third, Doom Games in fourth. Magic Racer in fifth, or sixth now, because GTX has took fifth place. City Worm in seventh and Vulcan in eighth. Helicopter's getting too close to the track, blowing people off. Shoo! Shoo! Not far off Ronaldo's personal lap, obviously. Oh, Ronaldo just leaving no margin at all. Although he might get some dirty tyres on the left-hand side, but that don't seem to bother him at all. So I'm doing alright so far. Just say that just need to keep building the consistency on your whatnot. Have I got the brake balance to 5? Yeah, I have, yes. So I get a bit more rotation. A 47.4, 47.4. So he's not using as much curb as of the last time where he went over the edge of the curb. As Vulcan set the fastest lap of the race as well. So only to be very much 500s off Ronaldo's fastest lap. Oh, he's almost lost it. He's feeling the pressure just a touch. Oh, just a bit deep and had to throw the car over the curbs and feel that bouncing across the apex. This is probably as close as I got to Ronaldo. Can he conquer the pressure over the death chicane? Yes, he can. And I made it through somehow. Maybe a couple of tenths closer. But I just ran out of time. So around the final couple of corners there. As Ronaldo takes the win for this evening. Well done, buddy. GG. GG, everyone who took part in this one. So, let's see if Ronaldo has a track in mind that he can choose for us. Unless he passes it to someone if there's not a certain track he has in mind. So well done to Tyler, man, on his P3. And then you got Vulcan, who was setting their fastest laps in the Audi TT. Comes home in 4th. Yes, well done to you, Tyler. And obviously you've showcased the independence as you have done with the Independence Championship the best you could. So Elton comes home in P11. Barris the only one to retire from this race. So it's just Nolly who's still running. So somebody left the lobby. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm not even used it as much, to be honest. So grab the replays if you want them. And do you want to choose the track for us, Ronaldo, please? Magic Racer copy. Somebody being called out dirty. So we'll have a look at who we got. As we got Ronaldo taking the win with the fastest lap, with myself in second, Tyler Mann in third, Vulcan in fourth, Doom Games in fifth, JTX in sixth, Silly Worm in seventh, Ruiz in eighth. We've got Elton Atkinson in ninth, the Scott on top in 10th. We've got Magic Racer 11th, Tooks Pingu in 12th, Nolly in 13th. We've got Beres, the only one to retire from this race. And then there's two of us who have left on Robert. So Yamawiga. So that's in Kyoto. There we go. So we're off to Kyoto for this one. Because somebody's initializing, I believe. Good job, I saved the lobby settings. Why is it not to let me change the track? Unless there's somebody left a bit, and God knows. So we got somewhere. Apologies for the little delay. So Doom Games is left. So there is 3 slots available for those who wish to join in, as long as you're clean and respectful, except for some. Okay, so don't take it too personal. Obviously, that because unless I was given a different perspective also, but you know, just don't take it too hard. But you know, it was. You know, have some time out and then you'll be fine. So, unless I was given a different perspective, so we've got our friend Brendan who's in. Welcome along, Brendan. So, race starting in 7 minutes. Please send to do a quality lap time if you wish. So what shall I be out in? May as well go with the Porsche again. Another BTCC car's coming out. Okie dokie. So that, I believe, is well, Tyler up front in another BTCC car, and that is the Renault Laguna from 1998. Sorry, on 1999, when obviously you had the likes of Alan Menu, Jason Plato, who was driving in the green Renault Laguna with some yellow pieces of bodywork and some stickers. So I just need to get a move on as well, because I've got somebody behind too. That is Scott on top in the Max Verstappen livery, in the Porsche. Welcome along, buddy. Nice to meet you too. By any means, you know, just invest in your own time and effort to be sure that you find your feet with the with whatever equipment you're using, whether it's on the controller, on the wheel, and whatever car you feel good in. Then obviously, it's every story has a beginning, really. Probably set another lap. Get it nice and tucked in. Maybe could have braked a little later, then I can get a good, nice turn in and all. But I'm not even far off my personal best. But I made up some attempts having and had to pause the game to say hello to somebody new who introduced themselves kindly. So just pinch your Tyler slip. I think this will do me. So there is a slot for somebody who wishes to take part in this race. Otherwise, I'll just crack on with the second race of the evening. So we've got Vulcan in the Volkswagen Scirocco. We've got GTX in the Ferrari. Ruiz in the Peugeot, who is glitching a bit. Tyler in the Hyundai Genesis, and that, of course, is the Renault Laguna BTCC livery, which Clayjack's won in Season 4. We've got Elton Atkinson in the GT by Citroen Racing. And there's Tyler. And we've got Brendan in the Nissan Silvia NASCAR livery. And we've got Kati in the Renault Megane. Tux Pingu. I haven't seen Pingu in ages, the TV program, for ages. You remember used to watch it when I was a kid. So he's in the Toyota. And there's the Scott on top in the Porsche. Plato's 1997 Laguna. I thought it was 98, actually. I thought it was 98. But it's definitely a 98 because looking on the 97 liveries, the liveries were blue and yellow. The 97 liveries, whereas the 98 and 99 they used the green livery. So I've got the Silly Worm in the Toyota, Nolly in yep. No stress, mate. No stress. So we've got Nolly been ghosted out of the way. So let's crack on with the second race of the evening. Race starting soon. Best of luck, everyone, and have a good one and make it clean, please. So let's crack on with the second race of the evening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Look at that for a launch. From third place to first. Let's go. Let's go. I've got Ronaldo right on me bumper, along with Elton. Throwing everything through the chicane, which gave me a few turns there. So we're through on the first lap, as we're in lap 2, with myself leading the race, Ronaldo in second, Vulcan in third, Elton Hankinson in fourth, Ruiz in fifth, Tyler Mann in sixth, Tucson in seventh, Pingu in eighth. Try and break the toe best I can, as I'm noticing the gap is closing a little bit. But he gained a few tenths there through that corner alone, along with Vulcan. He's getting a little closer as he felt some momentum. Getting attacked, getting attacked. Just had to execute that section of corners and all. Danny C sets the fastest lap, then Vulcan as well. And these two have got into a battle for P2 together, which gave me a bit of a breather momentarily. Still continuing to break the two whilst these two are busy fighting each other for P2. Whoa, Ronaldo's gone off. I don't know what happened there. That Scirocco's still going. Just need to keep them consistent laps together, knowing that I've got the Turkish driver all over me bumper, all over me slip. GTX is left. Hope they're okay. Nolly's left. A bit wide there, so still got a bit of momentum. He's not giving this one up, is he? He's right up my bumper. Keep the defensive line best I can. Who's going to be last of the breaks? As we're in the last lap. He seems to be in a pretty good position there for a slip. I'm going to have to do all I can to try and defend. No, he's going to the left. He's going to the left. I felt something were coming. So it was very clean from both of our sides. Oh! Damn it! Just that flipping, yeah, flipping curbs. But well done. It was good regardless. I enjoyed myself until I've gone all over the shop on the curbs. Got a bit of dirty tyres, but I still got a bit of a gap between myself and Ruiz and Ronaldo. As Ruiz and Ronaldo are battling for P3. So we'll just bring it on because, yep, give ourselves a chance to recompose ourselves and go on game for the next one, wherever we're heading off to. Well done, Vulcan. GG. Well done to those who've been taking part of this one. I was trying to get a bit of momentum fall through the chicane and then obviously fluff my lines a moment, so, but not to stress about it. It's a fun lobby at the end of the day, so Tylerman in 7th. We've got Elton in 5th. Brendan in 13th, one of the retirees. So I'm not sure what happened there. Hopefully he's okay. Oh, you just spun. No, it's it must be. It's that chicane there, isn't it? If that is the case, I mean, it's one of them tracks. It's about there. It's popular for through the GT Sport days and whatever, and then it's just for some people they just don't even like it, which is totally understandable in that sense. So, but at least we will be racing this one for this track for the rest of the evening. So, congratulations, well done. That was fun to a couple of people as well. Choose the track, please, if there's a certain track you have in mind. We'll wait for the winner of this track to choose the track for us. We'll run you down the results as we've got Vulcan taking the win with a fast lap, myself in second, Ruiz in third, Ronaldo in fourth, Elton Atkinson in fifth, Tux Pingu in sixth, Tyler Mann in seventh, Toussaint in eighth. We've got Carty in ninth, the Scott on top in 10th, Bernaz in 11th, and there's Brendan, Nolly, GTX, and Silly Worm, the only ones to retire from this race. So we've got Craig in the lobby, so full course or... So welcome along, Craig. Good to see you. Hope you're well, buddy. No problem, Vulcan. So we're off to the long course of Watkins Glen for the next one. So we're off to the long course. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm not too bad. Keep going, don't we? That's all we can do for sure. So this is the third race of the evening, as we're off to Watkins. Having done Dragon Trail, then we've done Kyoto. Let's have a look at what we got out. So I'm going to give the Ferrari a go. So, race starting in 7 minutes. Feel free to do a fast lap. CMR7 is in. Welcome along. Good to see you, buddy. I hope you've been keeping well. Get the tyres and brakes into temperature. Oh, not like that, because this is what happens sometimes when you get a bit too greedy with the steering input, and then this happens. Don't know if that was too greedy through the first part of the chicane. Ah, that was too wide on that one, so I'll probably get a penalty anyway, so... Yeah. So the Tyler man with a lap time, and then that didn't take long for Brenda to set a lap time as well. So let's have a look at who we got out on the track. As I just thought, I'll just do just a warm up and push lap, and then although that went a bit too wide, which awarded me a half-second penalty for track limits. So I just started the back, no problem. And we've got Brendan with a 1 second penalty to his name in the Nissan Silvia livery, in the NASCAR livery, of course. And then we've got Vulcan in the Volkswagen Scirocco, literally, you know, attacking through them corners. And then you have some that have got 1 second penalties for exceeding track limits. So you have Elton Atkinson in the Ferrari. There's Craig in the Genesis G70 police car. And there's Sam Miguel in the Porsche. There's Tyler Mann in the Alpha. And then Tux Pigu in the Toyota. And then we've got Marco, who's serving that 1 second penalty along with two others. Toussaint in the Dodge Viper. Ruiz in the Dodge Viper. CMR 7 in the Nismo GTR. RT Killer in the Porsche. Danny C, Ronaldo, the Scott on top. So that's very much every person on the grid covered, unless we get one person who's joining in the last second. As we've got the Scott on top, who's gone on to the Nissan Silvia M&M's NASCAR livery. So the race is starting soon, people. Best of luck, have a good one, and keep it nice and clean, and be respectful. Okay. Yes, I love the I love the sound of it. I love the sound of the Alpha. So we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As we've begun the third race of the evening. Best of luck, everyone. If you like the content, hit the like button and subscribe a bit if you want to see more of my open lobbies, as well as other bits and pieces. So just pull over to one side and let these two by, who are behind me, of course. Give Ronaldo a little nudge. So it's going to be tricky to get through this this traffic. Seems like everybody's got through okay. Just got to be mindful of somebody lagging up front or a bit of pushing to pass in there on Scott. There's no need to do that, just... And then Tucson's Senti on the inside. Oh, how about that for around the outside? As Elton has served a time penalty for abusing the track limits, I believe. Whoa, Pingu's getting slammed into the wall. I just had to slow down a bit too much and avoid getting a penalty. And that's what happens. Because when you not only exceed the track limits, but you also, when you're overtaking and gaining advantage of it, there's just no need for that. And I mean, fair enough to me if somebody's in the middle of your path. So we've got Ice Cube GT. Welcome along. Welcome along, Jimmy. That might be because somebody joined in at the last second, James, if you're wondering why it says 15 out of 16. Andy's in. Jimmy's in. Welcome along, Jimmy. Thank you for tuning in. Ice Cube GT is left. And Pingu is about to serve a 1 second penalty. No! So I'm not far off the Tyler man for P8. Just over the red and white curbs there, Tyler. Yep, saw that right from my naked eye. Thank you very much and have a nice day. But he's looking to bounce back as he's in my slip. Just got to be mindful of Ruiz's glitching spawning across the track. Oh, that was a bit of pushing and shoving there from Ruiz. But he did right to give way. Yeah, I just had to be mindful. Sorry. I do, mate. I do. I heard it a moment ago and then I just left him. So we go again for take 2. As Craig's got a 1-second penalty to serve for abusing the track limits. Ruiz, of course, in the... thought I saw a gap, but had to jump on the brakes. Got a bit wide. Just went wide. HKS is in. Welcome along, buddy. Thank you for joining regardless. I hope you're keeping well. Well, that was a bit desperate from Ronaldo, but we're about to serve the 2-second penalty, Craig, anyway, so we made up some places. Yeah, he'll be after the police car. You could see him chasing the police car, look. So we've got Vulcan in the lead with CMR7, Brendan in 3rd. Not sure who's in 4th, unfortunately, until I get even closer, as we've got Toussaint in 5th, Ronaldo in 6th, myself in 7th, Craig in 8th, and Tyler in 9th. He's normally in the patrol car. Well, he's been racing in some of the BTCC cars, Wolf, from the last 2 races, and this time round he's gone for the Alpha. So we will see what happens next. So we've got 3 people fighting for P3, I suspect. So maybe a podium's on the cards. If these lot crash into each other, I'm not saying they have to, but a lot can happen in the last few corners of this last lap. Oh, Brendan, no, sorry to see that, buddy. That was not what we were going to see towards the end. So we've got Vulcan taking the win with CMR in 2nd, San Miguel in 3rd, Toussaint in 4th, Ronaldo in 5th, myself in 6th. So well done to those who are taking part in this one. Grab the replays if you want them. So choose the track for us, please, Vulcan, if there's a certain track you have in mind. So CMR's left, no problem. Thank you for joining, CMR7. So I've got Vulcan taking the win with a fast lap. CMR7 in 2nd, San Miguel in 3rd, Toussaint in 4th, Ronaldo in 5th, myself in 6th, Brendan in 7th, Ruiz in 8th, we've got Marco in 9th, Tyler in 10th, Craig in 11th, Pingu in 12th. We've got RT Killer in 13th. The Scott on top, and Elton Atkinson, the only one to retire from this race. I'll choose, no problem. So, I'll head off to another real track. Five laps or 4 laps? What does anybody want? 5 laps or 4 laps? I don't mind either way. Yeah. No problem, Brendan. Thank you for letting us know, and thank you for joining in. Have a great afternoon, whatever you're up to. What a great evening, and I hope to see you again soon. So, Spa-Francorchamps it is. We'll just go with 5. That's a bit wrong racing, don't it? Although it may take a little longer because we're in the GR4s. So, got another 2 races in, I reckon, before I crack on with other things. So we've got this one, and then we've got another race, which is all I'll have time for, I'm afraid. So we'll say hello to our friend, and then we've got Jimmy in there as well. Let's see what we're going to be in. We'll go with the Genesis. Go with the Genesis. Race starting in 6 means feel free to do a fast lap. Pingu's left. Thank you for joining, Pingu. Beep 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 beep. Pingu. Oh god, that's stuck in my head now. Smoke Dog is in. Yeah, whilst we get on with things, and just want to spare a moment to send our regards and to Mr. Sir Lewis Hamilton through these difficult circumstances on the loss of his dog Roscoe, who lived an awesome life. Bless him. He was 4 weeks away from what would have been Roscoe's 13th birthday, and for a British Bulldog, that's a good age, 12-year-old. So thinking of Lewis and the family during these difficult circumstances, because there's a lot more to pets than what people don't know. Then, because they are part of the family and will get you through life, through thick and thin. And fortunately, from my side, that I grew up having German Shepherds since our baby, and I got one who's 11 years and 6 months old, bless her, and she still has a mindset of a 2-year-old and all. Even I grew up having German Shepherds who obviously made it to 12-year-old. So if she can make it to 12, even though that if you, like a certain dog, for example, if they make it to 10-year-old, then that's something you should be grateful for to have during that time of your life. And then, yeah, awesome dog, Roscoe. So currently on a flying lap there, which will probably be the only time I will get a lap in, of course. And there's Craig, who's gone way wide there. So we'll go with that. So there is 13 out of 16, so a few more spaces available for those who wish to take part to this one. So let's have a look at the grid as it stands. So we've got Vulcan in the Scirocco, Toussaint in the Audi, yeah, and we've got Ruiz in the Audi as well. Both of them are teammates for BLZ. So we've got Marco in the Renault Megane, and we've got Tyler in the Hyundai Genesis, in the Matt Neal's 1999 Nissan Primera livery, and we've got RT Killer in the Mustang, and there's HKS in the Alpha, Craig in the Porsche police car, and there's Smoke Dog in the Volkswagen Scirocco. Danny C. Ronaldo, HKS James in the Hyundai Genesis, that is Jason Plato's livery. And we've got somebody joining in, whoever that might be. One Para Wood, welcome along. So for those who are just joining as well, I'm just about to begin the race. So race starting soon. Best of luck, everyone, and let's have a clean race. So we'll see if One Para Wood is he's chosen the car. Well, he did choose the car, but he chose the car. So without further ado, let's get this next race underway at Spa-Francorchamps. Great start with 4-star checkers on as well. So let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Good luck, everyone. Alex, welcome along. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, buddy. If you just joined in, then this is the fourth race of the evening. So we've got this one, and then we're off to another race wherever we're heading off to round off the stream. So regardless, appreciate you your time to tune in to say hello while on the go. Look at that. There was no chance for the front wheel drive cars. And I'm already a second ahead in the first corner. What is going off? So we'll just build the momentum until eventually some people catch up. Obviously, I'm not ruling out anybody. So I've got myself leading the race with Vulcan in second, San Miguel in third, RT Killer in fourth. Ruiz in fifth, Toussaint in sixth, we've got Ronaldo in seventh, HKS in eighth. Got Chet Makers joined in. Can see the Scirocco. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Not quite of a gap to make a move. Whatever's been going off, we'll just can we calm down, please? Whatever's been going off at the background. And as long as somebody gives the place back after making contact with a person, then obviously it was the right thing to do to give the place back after making contact with someone. And don't stress too much about where you finish towards the end also. This is getting a bit hectic at the back. I'm not sure what's going off to the full extent, unless I was given a different perspective. As we've got Vulcan taking that much drive and Looking to send it around the outside, just left in enough space. Sent it around the outside. Who's going to be last on the brakes? I'll live to fight for another day. But I am in the slip and all. Duck out of the slip. Try and make the move if I can. Running side by side. No worries, Ronaldo. Thank you very much for joining. Well done for today. Have a great evening, whatever you're up to. And I hope to see you again soon. HKS has left. Hope he's alright. Appreciate your company for this evening. Hope to see you again soon. Still staying within that slip of the Scirocco. Whoa, whoa! Ah, that was just over the top on that one, but I thought I kept it together, but not this time. So I'm just going to have to settle for P2 unless the Turkish driver makes a mistake, as I've got dirty tyres now. But the battle between the Tucson and Ruiz is heating up nicely. So we're on the last lap now. Yep, onto cruise control now. Well, I say cruise control, you'd probably lose concentration doing that. Well, let's bring it over P2 if I can. It should be fine with a 3.6 second gap between first and second, and the 3.3 second gap between myself and the third place driver. So around the final corners, and Volkan taking another win once more. Well done, buddy. And we've got another second place. So it's between Ruiz, as Ruiz takes third place off of Toussaint in the, both of them in the TTs. San Miguel in fifth, Smoke Dog in sixth. So well done to those who are taking part in this one. Pardon me. So I've got 3 people who retire from this race. James got a 10th, and then we've got Craig, who's still running. And that completes the 4th race of the evening. So, well done to Vulcan once more. So, do you want to choose the track for this, please? If there's a certain track in mind. So, we'll wait for. No worries. Well, that's just if he chooses. Then, yeah, pleasure to meet you, Vulcan, and more than welcome anytime. So obviously, let's see if there's a certain track he has in mind, unless it gets passed on to somebody else to take the button to choose the track. So, and he's left. Okay. So we've got Vulcan taking the win, myself in second, we've got Ruiz in third, we've got Toussaint in fourth, we've got San Miguel in fifth, we've got Smoke Dog in sixth, Tyler Man in seventh, RT Killer in eighth, we've got Marco in ninth, James H in 10th, we've got Craig in 11th, and there's Ronaldo, HKS, Parawood, the only one to retire for this race. So let's get on to the next track, as we're going to be off to, where should we be off to? Road Atlanta. Anybody? Road Atlanta it is. Make it a quick one, and then therefore that we've got this last race of the evening on the way, which is all we've got time for, I'm afraid. So So this is the last race of the stream. Race starting in 6 minutes. Give it 6 minutes. Feel free to do a quick lap. Okay. So we'll go with the Genesis. They're not used as much, or not even used at all, I don't think. So please use it to do a qualifying lap if you wish. I'm heading out to the track as well. Well, seeing as though I've not used this car as much, so I thought I'd just give it another run. I think this will do. So we'll have a look at... There's Brownie. Welcome along, Brownie. Been a while, mate. Hope you're well. So, let's say hello to our friend Brownie. So, obviously we've got Tyler Man in the Subaru. And we've got Craig in the Mazda police car. And we've got Ruiz in the Audi. San Miguel in the Porsche. And we've got Marco in the Chevrolet Corvette. Nobeliza in the Aston Martin. And we've got Checkmate in the GT by Citroen. RT Killer in there. In the Ferrari. Yeah, good to see you, Brownie. And regardless, this is the... No matter where you finish, and your time in company is always appreciated, regardless if you are racing or staying low or on the go. So we've got Danny C, we've got James, we've got Mikey in there. So let's see if there's anybody else on the fine lap, and Tyler's gone on to do a fast lap, and so is other people. So we should be able to, and we've got another person joining in as well. Robbie VR46. Robbie VR46. Welcome, welcome. So let's get this last race underway, people. And we've got another person joining in, whoever that might be. And we've got a full lobby too. My 6-6, and we've got Bowie in as well. So we've got a full lobby to finish off the stream. Martini GT, welcome, welcome. So once Bowie's finished initializing, so race started soon. Hopefully Bowie joins in on time. Have a good race, everyone, and best of luck. And let's have a clean race as well. Ready up, please, Robbie. Just need to get the soft tyres from the race shop, and then you're good. If you got some in-game credits. Okay, no worries. So without further ado, let's get this last race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Best of luck, everyone. Sorry, Robbie, this is the last race of the stream, but then you don't need to go off the lobby and purchase some new tyres, but you could just get them from the unless you got something going off, then totally understandable. So let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Both myself and San Miguel and Tyler Man got off to a wicked start there, leaving the Audis vulnerable. Thought I got a bit too wide there, but kept the speed under control and had to flick down another gear, get it turned in, and away we go. And away we go. Always take the weather on you. The hot skipping and jumping over the curves there. So I've got San Miguel on the hunt in the black Porsche. Danny C sets the fastest lap as it stands. Just a bit wide on that apex, but we're still on the road. Didn't take long to crawl back a few attempts there, having shifted up another gear just to get that good exit. You can hear that aggressive turbo whistle coming from the Genesis that I'm using. But still plugging away. Just a little bit wider than I would have liked, but made no odds whatsoever. Only a couple of tenths on the previous sector, but we've got 2 laps left remaining to close off the Open lobby racing until another day, whenever we return. Definitely most likely next Tuesday. Not sure what car category we're running in though. Somebody's had a spinner. Oh, San Miguel. What's happened to San Miguel? Has he spun? Has he touched the grass? Has he crashed? What has happened to San Miguel? Very sorry to see that, buddy. And you were doing so well at that point until something happened. Not sure what. But so that just leaves the BLZ crew with a second and third, with Ruiz in P2 and Toussaint in P3. And James H is making an appearance in the top 8. Go on, lad. No pressure. Get the job done. So Mikey with a 25.6. Oh man, sorry this is the last race of the stream if you're just joining. Around the final couple of corners, and Danny C takes the win at Road Atlanta. Get in there, Danny. Well done, everyone. So Ruiz takes P2 and Mikey sneaks himself up to P3 in the last moments of the race. As Toussaint has to settle for 4th as well. Tyler in 5th, and we'll go James bringing home P8 in a Repsol Mazda livery. Well done, everyone. Grab the replays if you want them. So let's spare a moment to say thanks for joining. Subscribe to my YouTube at It's Danny C. See you next time and take care all. Smiley face. So save the replay already. So Sperm wants to say thank you to those who have been taking part. RT Killer, sorry if I missed some out. Sorry I having to cut shorter because obviously you're gonna crack on with other things, unfortunately. So some races are better than nothing. I'm not too sure what I'll be doing on Friday, to be honest, but probably. But unless if I've got other things going off, then obviously just had to prioritize that also. So let's have a look as we've got myself taking the win with Ruiz in second, Mikey in third, Toussaint in fourth, Tyler Mann in fifth, San Miguel in sixth, Bowie in seventh, James in eighth. We've got Marco in ninth, RT Killer in 10th, Craig in 11th. I've got Brownlee in 12th, Checkmate, Nobilizer, and me, the only ones to retire from this race. So thank you very much to those who have been taking part and say hello while on the go, regardless of what you're on with. So let me see if there's any lobbies that are going off on my friends list. See if there's any lobbies for those who wish to keep on racing. So a league race, sportsmanship S, sportsman, mandatory pit stop. There's a GR3 lobby that's happening in somebody's lobby, whoever that is. Buddy Boots is in, Ice Cube GJ is in as well. Putty is. They're in a GR3 lobby for those who are interested. So there's a few more league races going off on the Tuesday. Obviously, we've got a road car lobby that's going off as well. So, whereas for sport, don't forget to do your online time trials as well for those who wish to earn some extra income. So I've got the Elantra, done a lap time there. Same with the Opel Corsa GSC VGT. And there's not much time left to get the Lancia Stratos time trial lapping as well for those who wish to receive some extra in-game credit. So let's open the tickets. 4-star roulette ticket. So, bit of money, better than nothing, of course. Just want to spare a moment to in the escapes movies. So, thank you very much to those of you who tuned in to say hello while on the go. Thank you very much to those who've been taking part. Appreciated your company and your time to spare a couple of moments or whatnot. Where if you're racing or you're doing joining the chat of it or whatnot. To say hello while on the go. Your company and time is always appreciated, so thank you very much to those of you who have been tuning in and to say hello or even taking part in my Opel lobby and whatever. So, and yeah, so that's very much like on the that's very much of it from my side. And then obviously for those who are liking the content and what I'm doing, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate your contribution, just to keep growing the community, and thank you to those who have been like respectful and clean in certain ways. And yeah, so anyhow, obviously I would have liked to keep going, but then obviously just not meant to be, because I got to crack on with other things in the real world and what have you. So, but it'll be like that for the next 4 weeks as it stands, you know. So a bit of practice and race, even if it's on me days off, like a Friday, for example, maybe another open lobby, but I'm not too sure. But so the objective from there is just keep building the consistency, you know, just to put some content, whether it's on a live stream or YouTube short or a video or whatnot. Then therefore that it just what keeps things flowing, don't it? So I'm gonna have to cut short now. So have a great evening, great afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you're up to, and thank you very much for your continuous support, and appreciate it a lot. And may you all have a great evening, great afternoon, whatever you are, whatever you're up to, and I hope to see you all again soon. And for myself, Danny C, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and bye-bye. Ciao.